Today we're at the McIntyre Disc Golf Course, and we are, today's Thursday, Friday, 3 days away from the season opening tournament. Conditions today are windy, threatening rain, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I do. Hole 1, you can put it down the gut with a forehand, or you can go over top with the spike hyzer. I'm going to try to go over the top right here. And I hit the power line. Nice. Hole 2, it's up this hill and then straight ahead. It's got a tailwind coming in right now, so I'm going to try to throw this falk very understable and hope that we get a little bit of turn, but it lands fairly center. I hope. That's such a good roll because that was very nose up. Hole 3 is a forehand, straight to fade. Sign says it's 215 feet, so we use the zone. The real obstacle here is to not hit the tree in the dead center, right there. And then the one on the left gets a lot of hits sometimes too. I'm pretty bad for it, so let's hope that this is at least better than the power line shot. I've had a hard time committing to this throw lately. It's been coming out of my hand very floppy, then it hyzers out early, pretty bad. That's the one. So this is what I'm looking at for this out. The basket is just on the other side of all the jungle. I generally don't throw high-speed discs, but I do have this Grim. It's a 13 speed. I only use it for overhands. So here's the hope and prayer. Wow, I think it's parked. Wouldn't you know it? There it is. There it is. We'll just set this bad boy down. Hole 4, 230 feet. It is just straight down the road and then to the right, off into the woods. So just throw a forehand down there. See where we end up. It's a putt. So this isn't the best course in town, but it is a 5 to 10 minute drive from my house, which is pretty nice. This course is special to me because it's the first place that my wife and I ever played. We discovered the game when we were getting our wedding venue. The person renting it to us was discussing all the different things guests can do. Oh, and on the property there was a 9-hole makeshift disc golf course. It's not this course. This is an 18. And we didn't know what it was, so we had to ask questions. What is this disc golf? And so after she explained it to us, I realized that there was a sign, the sign at the start of the video, disc golf, and it tells you where to go to the parking lot. So we had frisbees in the car, and we decided to give it a go with actual beach frisbees, which was terrible. And then we went to a sporting goods store, and what did we buy? We both bought DX Cheetahs the next day, first disc. So anyway, this course though, first one we actually played to its entirety, so it's special to us. And we got ourselves a putt. We are right, oh, keep going down, right there. So let's just cash this in. This is hole 5. It's just a 200-foot shot. Forehand isn't super viable because there's a wall of trees that separate the fairway left from the basket. Generally the play is a putter, like flip up putter straight at it, or an overstable putter. Like I'm going to throw this Envy on some anhyzer and hope to get some fade back towards the basket. This course is very birdie or die, so even though it's very downhill, camera probably doesn't do it justice. I'm going to run this putt. Hole 6, it says it's 220 feet, but it's very, very uphill. The shot goes up the road you can see here, and then it bends off to the right, and then goes way up on top of a large rock. Rollaways are massive on this hole. Generally, I try to throw a forehand at a willow bush at the far end of the shot and get the fade to get through the first set of trees and give myself a long putt. The backhand turnover play, like high anhyzer and drift in, is also a common play. But I'm terrible at that shot, so stick with what you know and practice what you don't. But I'm not going to practice that today. Yeah, that's where I usually land. So you can see where we landed, and we got through a lot of these trees. And it's still a ways up there. So this will be a tough putt. Hole 7, it says it's 280 feet, but it's extremely downhill. So I throw a zone to get there. Last time I played this course, I hit the rock right in the center and shot off into no man's land. So I'm very hopeful that's not the result right now. Not the best, but not the worst. In case anybody was wondering why I laid that up, I'm going to show you. You missed this basket, and you are flying off the end of the world. And you'd be surprised how many people end up way down there. Hole 8 is the shortest or second shortest hole on the course. It's the most birdieable hole on the course. This is one that you really, really have to get in tournament. So I better get it in practice. Just a standstill shorty hyzer. Oh, that wasn't nearly high enough. That's bad. Hole 9 is like straight downhill right back to the parking lot, which is awesome if you just want to come play 9 holes. You can just loop up and then back right down to your car. Whoever is parked in the black truck and the white truck, people that play here a lot know you never take those 2 spaces because you might have a disc go right through your windshield. I'm going to throw the gray one on overhand, although it's very windy out here. These pine needles are heavy, but it feels like a headwind. I don't know what this disc is going to do. Usually it's pretty center cut. This thing flips fast and drops. So we'll see what we get in this wind. I'm not too optimistic, but I never hit the backhand or forehand in this gap properly. So this is the best thing I've got. No, it made it down there, then it rolled off to the right. So it's probably a long birdie look, but it's better than hitting early. Yeah, very steep downhill. There's a few other holes on this course that are very, very steep vertically. Hole 11, 13, 15, 16, and then the best view of a mountain and a gas station at the same time, hole 18.